Okay, so hello guys, this is my first video tutorial for my newly created channel about Blender, the basics of Blender 3D. Okay, so right now I am using Blender 2.9 right here. So this version, you can download this version in the link provided in the description. Okay, so let's start. So first, we need to go to File here, click that, and go to Defaults to make sure that we have the same startup settings. So we need to load everything from factory settings right here. So let's click that. Click again. Okay, and then to save our file, let's go to File, click Save As, and we can save it into our desktop and rename that dog, and just click Save As, click it twice. Okay, so first we need to go to Edit and then Preferences, then go to Key Map and make sure that it is set to Blender. This is set to Blender mode. Okay, and then next go to Input and make sure that this emulate numpad is checked, so we should enable that. Okay, and then save and close it. Okay, next we should delete this material of our default cube right here. So go to material properties and then just delete that, click this minus sign. Okay, so it should be it shouldn't have any material yet, so we need to start from scratch. Okay, so next, go to modifier properties and let us add a modifier. Scroll down here, add subdivision surface, set it to 2, and then right click here and set to shade smooth. Now let's duplicate that by pressing Shift D, then right click to release it, and then go here in your Gizmo button and check Move. Okay, and then click and drag this blue arrow upward and set it right there. Okay, and then click our or select our first sphere. So left click to select an object, and then so by the way, our basic view controls are over here. Okay, these two right here. So this one here is for rotation view. Okay, and this one is for zooming in and out. Just click and drag it, click and drag. And this one is for panning. Click, just click and drag. Okay, now hover your mouse cursor inside this circle and click and drag to the right slowly until you get to the other side. Okay, and then let's go to edit mode and then go to face mode. Zoom in a little, click and drag this magnifying glass, click and drag and zoom a little and place your mouse between this edge, so somewhere along there, and then press Ctrl R, then left click, then right click, then go to face mode, then left click this face to select that, then press X and then delete vertices. Okay, now go back to object mode, then go to modifier properties, then let's add another modifier, select mirror. Okay, now Go to side view, press number 3, okay, and then press S, and then press Y, and scale it for about 1 square unit. Okay, and then left click. Okay, by the way, when scaling, when using scale, it's always advisable to move your mouse a little bit away from the center of the object so you can scale it uh, properly. Otherwise, if it's too near in the center, at the center, you will be having trouble controlling your scale. Okay, so that's a tip. Okay guys, some additional tips. You can always undo an operation if you ever did some unintentional moves. So for example, you accidentally created these loops here. So just press Ctrl Z repeatedly, okay? And then there are some instances where you have to extrude a face and then you accidentally click the right click button. It will appear like this. So in order to undo that, just press Ctrl Z also. So that's how you undo some unwanted moves. So next, let's go to edit mode. Okay, and then hover your mouse cursor somewhere along this edge and press Ctrl R, and then roll up your middle mouse button twice. 1, 2, then left click, and then right click to release. Next, another loop here. So place your mouse here, and then Control R, then left click, then right click. Okay. Now hover your mouse inside this circle here, and then click and drag to the bottom right slowly until you're in this view. Okay, and then we need to add another loop right here. So place your mouse there, then Control R, left click, and right click. Now let's go to face mode, then press number 3 to go to side view, and then click and drag from here, click and drag to select these faces right here. Okay, let's move a little bit away from the center, and then press S and scale it down like so. Yep. Okay, now next go to front view, press 1, and then click and drag this red arrow and drag it outward a little bit like that. Okay, okay, so somewhat like that, and then go to side view again, press 3, and then let's rotate our view, click and drag here, click and drag upward slowly so as to display our bottom section here. Now make sure you're in face mode, so select this face and then hold shift, and then select another face, select this another face. Okay, now go back to side view 3, and then we will extend that portion about uh, 2 square units down here. So let's zoom out a little. Okay, then press E and move your mouse downward like so until there. Okay, so the legs must fall until here, until this line. Okay, next, hover your mouse right here along this edge. Press Ctrl R and left click, then right click, then scale it a little, left click, and then click and drag this green arrow, move back like so. Then do the same for this, for the other side here. So place your mouse cursor here, press Ctrl R, left click, right click, press S, scale it down, click and drag the green arrow backward. Okay, if it's too small, you can always scale it back right there. Okay, so next, let's rotate our view. Click and drag to the lower left slowly like so, and then go here and make sure your clipping is checked there. So if you can see that, if you can find this, it's under here, modifier properties, and then look for clipping, so it should be checked. Okay, now go to face mode, select this face, then set your pivot point to 3D cursor and press E, and then right click, press S and shift Y, then scale it down like so, then left click. Now let's set this back to median point, and then click and drag this blue arrow to center that small face. Now let's go back to side view, press 3 and press E to extrude and move it outward until here, then left click, and then press E again and move it outward, then left click, and then press G to grab it and move it somewhere up here, left click to place it, press R to rotate like so, then left click to place it, and then press S to scale it down, then left click. Then we should add another loop edge in the middle of this section here. So place your mouse like so, and then press Ctrl R, and then left click, then right click. Now press R, then rotate, then left click, then press S, then scale it up like that, then left click, then press G to grab it and place it like that, then left click, and then place your mouse right here, your mouse cursor, place it here, hold Alt and left click, and then move away a little bit and scale it down, press S, scale it down and left click. Okay, now go back to object mode. You can rotate your view here, click and drag, and you can check out your newly formed uh, 3D model. Okay, so that's it. See you in the next part of this video, and we will do the head next. Okay, thank you guys.